Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Can anyone hear? Anyone give me a. No, still.
Hello, hello.
Oh, wait, maybe we need to put the mics back onto what they were. Right, we changed them. We put some on because we applied it.
Hello.
No, it's the second one, isn't it? It isn't working. Anyone got any sound, or are we just still broken? Testing. Can you hear me? David,
Yeah.
Mats, if you can hear us, can you let us know, please?
Hello.
I don't know if that worked.
That'll control how far you can go up. You'll need it all the way to end, won't you?
Yep, probably still. Oh, we're in now. Cooking with gas.
Yeah, we're back. We're back. We're here. Charles Faradenton sorted it. We're all good. We get to listen to us talk crap for the next hour and a half now.
Well, that's if there's anyone watching.
That's if you can actually fucking hear us as well.
for game, yeah.
Can we have some confirmation that you can actually hear us, please? That'd be nice. I know I like sound of my own voice, but it'd look better if you lot can actually hear us.
Why would anyone go looking for lab? It definitely is working because I can hear your crisp packet rattling.
It's a good time, and we finally got microphones working, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a boring frame. It's like first frame at night all over again. This.
I don't know how they've both been playing. I've been walking around looking for my car keys for the last 3 hours because Lisa took them off me.
I'd say I told her to do it, but for once I didn't.
Oh, well, it's Chip's frame to lose, isn't it?
Yeah, but it can happen. Sam could just go mental here and smash this into the bottom bag and see what happens.
I mean, I'd love to see that. Phil, if you're still on, can you let us know if commentary's working now? Because no one's talking to us, so no idea.
Well, this looks like it's the time to try and go for him here. I don't think he should go for him yet personally, but he'll need a lot of luck off of this. Oh, nearly had that off. Tell you what, that's landed lovely. That to take that plant now if he's on it.
No.
Oh, he's just done it.
Yeah, I think Reds are still favourite in frame though, because
Give Sam half a chance to.
yeah, lad, we've got it working. All I did just you see that on button. Yeah, I pressed it.
I knew it'd be something simple like that. Even when playing with bots.
We're on here. You had to mess with it. But we don't know if it is working because
Well,
no one's talking to us. So.
We can, if he takes that one to right middle now, he can take control at left hand side, bottom bag. but we'll have to see which way he fancies going. He might try and go for him, but I can't see a route to go for him at the minute.
Well, I think he needed to leave it a bit short and play the one over at bottom pocket. He's run too far, so he's just going to have to play snooker from here, surely.
He might be able to do it off the top yellow of the two next to each other. If that passes the red enough, he might be able to cover it with that. But I don't think that's as easy as if he'd have managed to drop onto the one.
Murph, quiet. That's about as loud as it goes, Murph, so turn your telly up.
Murph's still probably got his TV on mute, that's why I think it's a bit quiet.
Well, I'm here trying to do it, fix colours and contrast and brightness, and he's watching it on his black and white TV.
Well, for a very nice double, but he's still could be in a little bit of trouble here. Neither of the two on the left passed the red, so he's going to have to figure out a way to sort them out. Definitely putting a lot of thought into this, because if you don't manage to pull these off, it could be frame over, to be honest. Chips are nice and easy. Comfort double. Yeah, that bit of a risk. Chip should be clearing these up now. Got away with that a bit, got away with that. Yeah, just like we said it would be, Murph. Had volume on 3. Yeah, it's made a little
Still
bit
got a
hard
shot on
work,
it though,
I think,
so.
but I expect him to do them still. Yeah, that's a nice shot. Nice recovery, that. Yeah. Gets into the deficit again. Well, could be an interesting next few frames here. Chip definitely needs to get a few on bounce and get him back into the game. Sam gets 3 at next 4 or 5. Could be a backbreaker.
All I can say is I can't believe Luke, I can actually believe it, Luke Pierce has come out He's drinking pop.
I'm not surprised.
No. It's a good job, really, because he had to come pick me up from White Rose, so.
Yeah, that is also very
Well, that's
true.
Lisa's fault, not mine.
Well, it's nice to see the support has quietened down a bit, because for the first 3 or 4 frames, you couldn't shut Callum Haley up, to be honest. Seems to have gone missing at minute though, which is a benefit for everybody in the vicinity.
He might. I tell you what. If he were here, he wouldn't have been quiet then.
No, he would have definitely have been shouting quite a few different obscenities.
I mean,
that's a bit of a pot.
There's quite a few drop-ins. If that
Sam
yellow above black goes to left middle, then well, it goes everywhere else.
It
doesn't
goes
it?
to bottom left. I don't think it should be a problem. I don't think any of these should be a problem, really.
This one had.
I think this should be his hardest shot out of them, to be honest. Oh, he's rattled it and all, and Sam's now got a beauty of a chance to do these. Oh, Sam's rattled and all. Well, that got a bit loud. Yeah. I'll tell you what, Sam barely missed a ball for the first 4 to 5 frames.
I know, I might go back to Rose.
Yeah, it's your fault, Chucky. But no, he's thrown a few twitches in recently, but...
Tim, you're not funny. You think you are, but you're not.
Tell you what, these... Be tight. If it passes that red, it's all right, but he's got to get in a nice position to stay on these.
Yeah,
the second one he's going to pop off the bottom cush. It's Twitch City!
Okay, no. Throw one in there.
It's like watching Callum versus Lav, this.
Nah, it's not that bad.
Jesus. Speaking of them two, they're actually stood about 3 foot apart at minute.
Murphy. Luke's not coming out until like 7 o'clock tomorrow night for England game.
Right.
So he's going to be battered before, isn't he? Can't believe it.
Can't see
let me
Sam
down.
Missing any of these, and if he does,
if he misses these,
Chucky
I'll just shake his hand.
I'd eat my hat, but it'd be no good for me condition.
He might even play this one at bottom of the table while he's on it.
You want to leave it to last, really, don't you? But I don't think he quite came as far as he wanted to do for this one. Should still be all right, though. Loads of top, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect.
He's played that lovely. I don't think he'll...
I'd top it, maybe top it through.
I'd screw this for left middle, personally, because you're flirting with those yellows if you play it with the top, I think. Yeah, he's got my route.
1-0 Alex.
Proper pool players. I've had a few calls already, but we didn't have commentary on to prove it, so I'm a bit fuming, really. Yeah, and he's taken that with a big frame. That both of them had a couple of good chances.
I hope they're still doing this text Barfoot table service because I can't be bothered walking over there.
Lisa's on it. I've had about 5 bags of mini cheddars, because I haven't eaten since 10:30 this morning.
Love mini cheddars, me, but
might not be any left bit underneath. Oh, someone set fire alarm off. It's probably Callum.
So fire alarm's going off because somebody's gone through fire door upstairs. Not an actual fire.
Jaden, they're both probably Cat 4 level by White Rose in Ossett standards. I don't know where you play from, so I don't know what sort of standard you're playing at, but White Rose and Ossett, they're both cat 4s, I think. Oh, Callum's found his voice. Callum, why are you setting fire alarm off? Why are you setting fire alarm off? Well, last thing you want after winning a frame is flying in off.
Yeah,
See
but
if,
it's one of them. If Chip takes these yellows out, he's back in it. But if he does not take these yellows out, it's going to do world of good for Sam's confidence. Because these yellows are absolute dollars. Even I'd have a good go at these, and I'm bab.
I'd probably go for red, me, just to try and make it look good if I could actually clear them. No, yellow's definitely the choice. He's only got to get the black out, really.
I'm not sure. It doesn't go in bottom right,
Oh,
does it?
Unless it squeezes it bottom right, it's hard to tell from the stream angle, to be honest. I don't think it does.
If I remember when next breaks on, I'll see if I can get other camera working.
It does look quite close to that red. I wouldn't say it goes, judging by this stream angle, but I think he's got to get it out. I think he'll aim to do it off this next yellow if he leaves the yellow next to the black spot. Oh, he's tried to do it off that hand and it's ended up rattling it. Oh, alright, Poco. No, you're cat 2, you, Poco. Don't know what you're on about. Well, Sam's got the same problem with the red next to the black. I don't think you should really go for it.
No, I think you should play the red to move the yellow that's next to black. Not go for game, just to move that, because that's the ball that Chip's using to get it out.
The thing is, even if he gets that red out near the black, there's two, maybe 3 balls that are not easy.
Yeah, it needs to be going white behind that red at top left here.
Yeah, I think you try and pop this to top right and get a snooker on the ball near the top left or the left-hand side cushion, and just try and get 2 shots and hope that he gives you 2 and work from there.
Oh, wow.
All about the pace. Tim, you need to put your colourblind glasses on.
You need an aerial man to sort it out, because it's perfect picture from here.
There's some stickers on these computers here if you want to give us, you want us to give you a number for an aerial man.
Tell you what, I think he needs to be going behind this.
I think you play this as a bit of a 2-in-1 and try and cover the yellow and touch the white back up to the one you're hitting on left-hand side of it, see if you can get snooker as well. But
either that or you just pot red below.
I think the one you want to concentrate on is covering the yellow in it, but just got to judge pace of it a bit. Oh, he's concentrating more on snooker and he's got it, to be fair.
Snooker.
It's a nice shot. I don't know, Poco, to be fair. I think you're a 3 on a good day and a 4 on an average day, but it's hard to tell, innit? Everyone has good days, everyone has bad days, so it's about what turns up on day, innit? It's a nice shot from Chip. It's left Sam a nice angle here. He can pop this in middle bag and get the bad one out, but he'll need a bit of luck for it to come out nicely for him. Yeah, he's played that nicely. He's got a little bit unlucky there. He wanted to preferably catch the red. So the red and there was some separation between red and white.
it's alright because he's thin enough to miss that yellow. Or do you
don't
even
know if
play
it
it
is,
double?
to be honest, I think if you play that with top, I think you're going to be flirting with yellow though, because it'll punch away from it.
It's got to be the shot he's playing though, because if it don't go in, it's covered black.
Yeah, I think
if he plays double here and doesn't get it, it's game.
I think you put the red to the bottom right, and
See where you end up.
And try and land somewhere near where you are now to play for the double next time round. 'Cause if you take the double now, I don't know where you can get to be on this red.
Take left middle.
I think that's got to be the only option. Always
Play it treble.
It's not a bad effort, but he's left Chip a very good chance.
That's
here.
the thing. If he'd have played the red over the black, if it's in, you've got a shot. If it isn't, you're covering black. But he's not really left much. I think this is more difficult at middle.
They're doable, but they're not easy.
Especially with black there.
Yeah. Oh, he's gone for a double himself. He's
Nailed
shown
it.
Sam how to make doubles here. It's a nice shot, is that? Yeah, controlled pace of that nicely. That's perfect, is that? Chuck is just having a fiddle with cameras here to see if we can get this top camera on. I don't know if it's actually turned on or not. He's just pressing loads of buttons to see if what happens, and it's not worked. So
Yeah,
back
I'll have
to
to stick with this one.
We'll have to stick
Doesn't
with
matter if we plugged in.
They're having a
Oh,
break.
it's soured.
They'll be having a break. I think they're having a break every 10 frames. So when they next have a break, Chucky might be able to sort it out. We don't know.
Yeah, it just depends if I can get a drink on go. Like, let me just, I'll just ring shooters and see if.
Well, back to backing off off at break. See if Sam can do what Chip didn't and take them all out straight away.
I mean, I'd potentially be doing yellow onto red and take yellows. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm sat here and not playing.
But I think that's probably the best option, to be fair. As long as the yellow on the right hand side is easy to middle, so I think you're all right.
This one that ain't left, it covers all three balls, doesn't it?
I think you just work arguably work your way down, don't you? Take these three at top. I want to take on this one personally. I'd have taken the one he's just hit first to top left, then left that where it is for that. But
yeah, but leaving one to middle till end.
I'd have been leaving the middle one to come down, to use to come down for the rest of them, unless he's leaving that one at top left as a safety blanket.
That's one of them. If you go in game, you don't leave out a safety, do you?
No.
You're playing, I presume he's playing well, I don't know, I haven't been watching.
I just feel like these are a bit harder to judge. When they're near pocket and you've got a screw nail at length at table, it's a bit harder to judge that pace, but see if he can do it. He's gone a little bit too
got away with
far. Gone too far, but he might have left.
Just play this one across the bottom rail.
Well, yeah, he can do actually.
Play this across the
I
bottom
think
rail.
he's going to play it double, to be honest.
Play it plant.
Oh,
Never mind double.
I'd go double, but either's good. He's gone plant. Just overcut it a bit, but he's
That's
got
all
a
right,
decent
that. He
second
hasn't left
drive
no.
in nudging that onto cushion. Not really left him out easy if he can't pass the black for the one towards the top left. Yeah, he just left him enough. Wait, is it wrong side at ball still? But then again, he's left the harder one at 2 at least, but
Yeah, it's
still
game,
cuts in nicely. If it goes clean, I expect these to be gone, but if he clips off at yellow, he might not.
Murph, I've been waiting
knock it
for
down a
Kev for about 6 months to put this light up for me. He came round yesterday and says, oh, I can't do it.
Yeah, he's played that nice.
What's that about? I I've been asking for Danny's side, and he can't do it either. He's too busy for me.
Oh, that black
See,
must go in middle.
that is tough because I don't think it does, to be fair.
You'd prefer not to be on cushion, don't you? But if the black goes to middle, you're all right.
We'll have to
Bit better
play
'cause you
play
can
up
just
for
play it nice
black in
and
bottom
nice
right.
there, can't you? Yeah, it must go to middle.
Yeah, definitely.
If it didn't go to middle, you had to power it a bit, didn't you? Which makes it a bit harder from being off that cushion, but
It flies in.
it obviously does go in nicely.
Yep.
Oh, wiped its feet a bit, but
Well, you're paying
it's
for
a
alt
big
table,
frame.
you might as
big
well use
frame
it.
is that.
Trying to get a beer at least, like trying to get blood out of bloody stone.
I'd rather he didn't. Leave me on my own, if you want. I want it.
Tell Lee I've text Shooter's phone for a beer.
Sam's taken that back to that 5-frame lead. To be fair, if it goes a few more each, back and forth at next 5 or 6 frames again, that's fine for Sam. Chippy needs to get a few on bounce here to get him back in game, but Sam's playing well enough that he's not letting him do that.
Yeah, I think Chip needs to he'll need to get to 10 before Sam gets to 13 to get back in it.
Yeah,
If it's still that difference.
For a toilet break, I think. Like say,
Is that Goose with Bird?
yeah, Goose is in with misses.
My God.
I think.
He
Well,
can't make it out on a pull night on a Wednesday, but he'll bring it
No.
out on a weekend.
and Cram is probably battering him on pool table.
Oh, I'm glad I walked in and came straight over here. I don't want to go anywhere near him. He's so annoying. I'd rather go and talk to Lav than Crammy.
I know.
That's bad, innit?
Oh, you asked for it. He's coming over here now. He's coming for you.
Timos, wrong group, mate. Need to put it in group.
Alvin's version of sorting
now.
lights is
He's
not
here now.
making them
I'm gonna
work,
have to
though. Alvin
listen to
breaks
this.
them.
Me and you, after this, we'll play. Me and you.
Crammy, you're not getting
Race
anywhere
to
near these
15,
microphones.
100 a man, Crammy. After this, we'll go on stream. Oh, I bottled it on it.
Not loud.
With language
It's not
like
a
that, you're not
cycling
loud.
channel. It's not a cycling channel, this. Can't talk about Tour de Wank on here.
Oh, you're a clown, so it don't matter, does it? Murph is calling you out here.
Oh, Mick, we thought we'd left it in your hands to sort it out for Shooters, boys, and you've let Adi absolutely destroy you. You're a disgrace.
You lost to John Motson.
So these could be gone and all, to be honest. Could be another big dagger. This, if he takes these out, it'd be a very good clearance. Just he needs to take the one nearest the top left before the one below it, because it don't pass it. So that just makes it a little bit awkward. Hopefully he's come out far enough. He can punch. He can put the one to the top bag and punch out back down for middle, and then he can leave the one halfway down cushion to last. But I don't know how much of an angle is left on this.
You'll screw it into it ready, yeah?
Could do. Could screw right back of it. No, going to punch it out. He's played that nicely. Not gone as far as the route that I said, but I think that would have been a bit too perfectionist, that. And that might just curl in a bit. Oh, played it at a nice pace, but just a bit too thin. Give Chippy half a chance to do these now. And it's, I think if Sam would have taken them out, it could have been curtains. Murphy, you're talking nonsense.
Oh, this is Slava bringing my drink.
Laverack's in a beef with me because I've grassed him into missus about how much he's got on this game. And he's got money on a dog that's running at 9 o'clock that's definitely going to come last. Oh,
Wowzers.
that wiped its feet good and proper. And he landed perfect. This will be a nice clearance if he takes these out now. Very nice. Played that nicely if it slows down.
Perfect, that.
Yeah. Oh, I'd have been taking one to bottom personally.
So would I, but
it's all about preference.
seems to be queuing really
He's
well.
left enough angle here that he doesn't screw towards the black. He's all right. Yeah, he's played them. Took them very
nice
nicely.
clearance, that.
Definitely needed that after last frame.
And it goes wild.
I'm not sure if you can hear crowd noise, but for your lot's sake, I hope you can't hear them because Callum Haley and Danny Byrne are chatting absolute tripe.
It's about a 25-minute walk, so we've got a bit of peace and quiet for the next half hour.
We've bought us some time. We've sent Callum Haley on a rate trip to find a
Goose
shop.
chase.
There's a shop about 30 seconds away, and we've given him directions that 1/4 of an hour away.
And it shuts at 7.
So we'll hopefully have him walking around Wakey for the next hour and a half so we don't have to put up with him. Well, I didn't see that break, but it looks not good. Looks like it could be a fun frame. Might be looking at another grinder.
This looks a bit boring. Has there been many of them?
But just like Danny Murphy, this a grinder.
Well, it's completed it, hasn't it? So
Yeah, he's even unlocked bonus levels of grinder as Danny Murphy. Completed them too. Oh, you've done it. Is that what you did?
yes, mate.
I know, I didn't even look. Just went to do it. Murphy, what you've got to say a fuse board and a Geordie accent as well for Kev to know what you're talking about.
No, I think we've sacked Kevin and we're getting Big T round his dad because we need a man to do a man's job.
He's a proper Gerard, he's Big Tony, not like Kev. Well, Sam seems to have a plan to do these, but I can't see it personally.
Double this, get into him.
Well, he found a way to get into him
I'll tell
and
you
didn't
what,
get no look out of it.
Will
though.
that go? To be honest, I'm pretty sure that doesn't go in corner. The yellow close other side at black is stopping it, I think.
He's having a look at it though, so it could do. He'll need a bit of luck again though if it does, because I don't think you're going to break those yellows out anymore, even if you do manage to cut it in it. No,
Come
he's
off, Lee
going
White up
safe.
bottom cushion. Oh, he's left
Needs
him
to cover that
game.
one to- oh, he's
Left game.
that work. And the famous words of Danny Byrne, he's just teed him up, but they're not They're not gimmies, but you'd expect
it's just that
you'd
one red on
expect them
right
to be
side,
gone,
isn't
wouldn't
it?
you?
It's that red on right.
Yeah.
Drop
Not
on
left
that,
himself
that's
easy
fine.
here, to be
So
fair.
I wouldn't even be doing that. I'd be playing the other one, but I don't know. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, he's
That's
slotted
why
it
I'm
almost,
watching
slotted
instead
it
of
home.
playing.
Yeah. Much easier here in commentary, but.
Murph, why aren't you out tonight anyway? Your last got your
Yeah,
babysitting.
he's done well there. Get the semi-hard and off that cushion. They should be a goner. These now. Just needs to keep out of his white with this. It's a bit of a thin one.
That's not the best.
It's not perfect.
Unless that goes past black.
Well, that's what I was just about to say myself.
Right, look on his face. He's
If it
not
goes,
happy with that
if
one.
it goes, he's perfectly fine. If that don't pass black, he's in a bit of trouble, to be honest. All
Yeah,
he's
but
got is a plant.
Just play it plant, screw it back. It don't matter, does it?
A long
It's-
plant, lot of distance between those. At least he can play it safe and screw back to top left. Yeah, which is what he's done.
Oh, and he's covered that and all.
And he's snookered him, but made it even harder for him to hit.
No, it's better
He
that.
can still go off at bottom.
It's better that
It's
it's a
better for Sam,
total
'cause
because
he
he
can
can
just
just
come off
roll
the
up
bottom,
behind
yeah.
him off at bottom.
Comes off at bottom, and he could very well get a snooker back here.
Yeah, it's just straight off at bottom.
If Sam can hit this, the
Looks
yellow
like he's-
furthest to left, if he can hit that so it goes past the yellow.
I think
just
he's
goes
I
past
think
the
he's
yellow,
coming
so
off
it's
at
where
right
he's snookering
cushion.
him.
I think he's coming off at right cushion. Oh no.
Yeah, he's just coming. Then that'd be perfect, but it's.
Just make sure you hit yellow.
It's about the
Just hit
pace.
it. Just hit it. You're fine. Too hard.
Bit
My
hard.
God.
But then again,
Oh, he's-
I don't think he's got away with that there. Then again, he had
No.
to hit it with a bit of pace, so all side didn't wear off by the time it got up to bottom cush. So I can understand him hitting that a bit harder than what he needed to really.
Anything but straight on this
These-
red and
these
he's
could be
fine.
goners. Players played that well. Just got to control this white ball, get it back to the centre of the table, and it's perfect. Yeah, played it lovely. Yeah, he's took one up there. He needed that again, the chip it. It's 2 on bounce. I think they're having 3 more until another break. If Chippy gets 2 of them, that'll be perfect for Chippy. Well, 3 would be perfect, but 2 would be. I think you'd settle for 2. You can't even grind frames out anymore, Murph. To be fair, John Harrop is disowned you. Says you're not a grinder anymore. You're too much of a black ball player now. You're too aggressive.
Where's this triangle come from, like?
I don't know actually. I thought that. That's good.
Just have a mess with stream again.
It's Sam's turn to take a toilet break, so it'll be a couple of minutes. Let Chucky have a mess about. You obviously weren't listening, Michael. Chucky's just having a mess about to see if we can get the overhead camera on to make things a bit easier, but it's not working. Chucky put it on, they're about to go again. Sam's back from his toilet break. Yeah, you have, Danny. Well, I say you've turned into one of the show owners. You've tried to. I don't think you've completed it yet. You're not quite on Jake Dalton's level, so when you get there, you've done it, I think. I don't know, Michael. I think one of these two might have brought it, to be honest, because I've never seen
I
it.
came
in
in
my
on
life.
Thursday and it were there, so I don't know.
Oh, what it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
Somebody's brought it, left it. I don't
Oh,
know.
God knows. It's the first time I've seen it, so not a clue. Chucky's more in it, makes I didn't put colours on. Oh, one good shot by Chip here. This into the middle. If he lands all right on those near Park, it could be another frame to Chippy. This.
I think he's going to put this straight through gap and in off at black.
He got unlucky there. Got a bit unlucky there with that kiss, but if he pulls this off the top
Game.
bag, they could still be going. I think Callum just gave him a little touch up bump then. He's had to reset himself. Oh, I tell you what, it's a great effort. It's a great effort. And in fairness to him,
He's only left that long
Yeah.
middle of the table, long to
to
top right.
or a uber thin cut.
Can he get to angle for thin cut?
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. We'd know if we had top camera that you were supposed to be fixing.
At least you've got sound on.
Missed to that near jaw again. Missed it near jaw. Give Chippy another good chance. Just needs to try not do too much with this because it's very close to the cushion. Just put it and leave your send long to bottom right. If he just drops this in now, I fear this would be another frame to Chippy.
I'd be playing plant here.
It'd be 3 on bounce, that, which is last thing Sam needed.
I'd be playing plant meat at bottom left.
Now, I think if you had good queuing, I agree.
Why I'd play for it.
I meant not bridging over at red.
Oh, I thought you meant
Not
like
the fact that
just
you've
in general.
not the fact that you've got poor queuing.
Yeah, I don't queue. I just point and press, so you don't need queuing, do you?
Yeah, but it just needs to make sure this first yellow stays where it is. See,
That's tough, that.
yeah,
Oh,
he's left
wowzers.
this very, very thin now.
I've
He's got a nice touch. Nice touch. Maybe wasn't as thin as what I first thought, but got a nice touch. Yes, another frame for Chippy. Big frame, that big frame. It's definitely woke his fans up. Oh, Jesus. Well, Chip needs to keep riding this wave here. He hasn't chose yet. It's open table still.
Well, you've got that. They're on. That's better.
Yeah, there's a reason for that, Murphy. We've sent him to other side at building.
Red's a favourite, yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to go, but...
Just going to dolly it over? No
Yeah.
way.
Is it too well?
It's in.
It's going to diddly drop.
Can't miss even when he tries.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted that, but... Unless he's going super duper aggressive. And he's just...
Wide.
Yeah, that was not good. But... We need some volume on Sam's side, to be fair, just to make it fun, because only people making noise are Chippy's lads, to be honest.
So I might have to give up comms just to go give him some
just
support.
to
So
send Chucky over there. Just Chucky will take them all on. He'll eat them all.
he's had 3 dart fruit.
Yeah.
Shout at them all.
Michael, I can comfortably say from the bottom of my heart, there's not a chance of that ever happening.
If you were allowed out, Michael, you could have come on.
Yeah, we'd let you on, because you actually know about pull, whereas all Crammy will talk about is Tordish shite.
On crypto or something.
Yeah, or some stock exchanges he's been having a competition with Murphy about.
Good chance here to cut this in and go into
Yeah, just whack it.
That would do.
Yeah, but you whack them all.
Top whacker.
Brazilian bushwhacker. Got a bit unlucky there, got a bit unlucky. Yeah, I definitely think he went for the right shot there to try and break him out and make him do a
You can't. You don't think that's going to happen, do you? You
unlucky.
can't play like that. It went right shot, just unlucky.
These are still guaranteed. It needs to... He's played that nicely though, got black
Yeah,
out.
it's got a bit plant at bottom right.
Left himself a
If he's got a nice angle for
fairly
plant
good
to get
clearance.
across, I'd be playing plant. If he can stun down for one across bottom.
Yeah, that's what you want to do, innit? That way your only trouble, it sends that first ball away, but if you can hold for it off this
Don't
one,
like that one.
you're still alright.
I'd be playing one, not on bottom cushion, because I don't think it... Can he get to it?
Yes.
Well, looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, he's played it.
Tell you what, he's queuing like a dream here. Doesn't look like missing anything.
It's just needs a nice recovery shot here just to get his white ball back where he wants it. He's just
Plays
lost
position anyway.
people who actually make it look like they know what they're doing, whereas you just don't even bother trying to make it look like you know what you're doing.
No
But
fun
he's
in
played
that.
that nicely though, just run round back at yellow. Oh, he's gone for the screw. Ooh, that's just rolled the ball too far. It's got a bridge now, which makes it slightly awkward.
Oh,
That's why. That's why you don't want to be.
that would have bridged too far, wasn't it?
Yeah, like our good friend Timothy Eppinstall would like to say, that would have bridged too far.
Might have gone in at Marley, that then.
And you know what? He's left an absolutely perfect angle for Sam to just run down for one up bottom cush at you. Just needs to. This is the positional shot that
You just
matters.
need to top it through and leave an angle to bottom
If
right.
I'm perfectly honest, I go back on what I say. I'd have stunned it me to take the top yellow of the two at the bottom first. and then you can
Or is
just
it-
run up nicely
just
off
needs
the
to
bottom cushion for the
If he
top
tops
table.
this through off at bottom one and play it yellow into bottom right,
Yeah,
it's
just
spot on.
just needs to control his pace here. If he leaves that one to other bottom, he'll be all right. But he might even go up table. No, he's gone for a drop.
That's a. Oh, he's gonna have to just drop it in and trust yourself that you're gonna pot it.
If he's got a slight angle on this, I think he might try and power this with loads of
I
top.
may
to
even
come out.
play. I'd play
But
it
if
one
he's
to
dead
top
straight-
right.
If he's dead straight, you've just got to.
Just play it one to
take your
top
medicine.
right and bring it down past right at black. You're not leaving anything.
I don't think he can. He's coming towards middle at table if he takes that one up to top right, I think. Sorry, Chucky, I don't like to disagree with you, but you're wrong.
Just play it other ball and just bring it down. Perfect.
I think he's got the right one in. I think he's got to drop this one to bottom bag. At least white ball's a little bit away from cushion then for the long pot. Yeah, he went for the very first shot I said. Well, it needs it to stop. Yeah, it's pulled up nicely. Can get good queuing on this at least. I mean, and it's not like I called that shot straight away, but I'm just saying. Chucky's waving his glass at someone.
Lisa, she's asking if you want it out.
Oh yeah, I want a bottle of Oasis. Just needs to cue this nicely. Yeah,
Shot.
keep going. Yeah, he's played that very, very nicely. Cued it perfectly. It's exactly what he needed, this. Yeah, played that nicely. Well done, Sam. Big frame, that
That would
big
have been
frame.
out of order, to be fair. He's down up black and he goes, I've seen these miss. And
Well, yeah, they're a set of pricks,
No,
aren't
but
they, so they're going to do that.
it's all fun and games when it's not on a shot. I can hear it, if I can hear it from where I am.
I know. But he's nailed it.
Shane, 2 clowns.
Charles Farradenton and Alexander Matty Manson are on commentary, Shane. Yeah,
I think they'll be playing one more and then there'll be a little break.
yeah, I believe so, which is good because I need a drink and some more snacks.
I've been requested that you speak up.
I've been requested that you fuck off.
Got to turn it down because of you. Whoever it is, tell
For
him to
anyone that
tell
were wondering
you.
that, without Callum saying we need to speak up, and it was me saying he needs to fuck off.
Testing, niggers and niggers.
That, for ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only Callum Hill.
Tom Hatfield.
It's definitely not Tom Hatfield, because I think Tom Hatfield's probably still sat somewhere wanking over at Factory Beat Billy the other night, which is a good win for him, to be fair.
I hope Tom Hatfield dies of an heart attack.
That is Callum Haley, through and through.
You grass. My God.
Well, if we get told off by YouTube, we need someone to blame it on, don't we? Jesus Christ, that was delightful. 2 minutes of Callum Haley there. Thank you very much for that, Giles, for letting him do that. That was a rather large break from Sam, but there's a little bit of a cluster on the bottom.
Yeah, they're not going from here, are they?
Well,
That's not a plant tip middle, so he's got to take
because
reds.
of what's happening at bottom, you want to take yellows, don't you? But then the two just above the left middle are a bit dodgy. You've got to sort them out then if you're going to take, because you can open that yellow
I
out
ordered a full one, but if it comes as a
off the one
3/4
next to it, but he's then got to figure out what he wants to do with the two top left middle, and there's one on right hand side which ain't good either. Oh, sorry. Top bar woman Lisa Stubbs.
No.
Yeah, can you take Callum with you?
Mick Goodson, it's actually 11-8 Sam at the moment, so close.
Yeah, but good try though, Mick. We know you're struggling in your old age with your eyes. Lisa. This has turned into. It's now turned into a bit of a tactical frame. It looks of it. I think Sam may try and just take out of this right hand side back
pocket
here
in
now.
his favourite. He'll probably go for it knowing Sam.
No, if it just rattles nicely, yeah, he's played that nice. Just gets him control at frame. That gives him chance to free those two up that are next to each other.
This might push through and go over. Oh, no.
No, I don't think he can see enough of it. Could be a nice shot. Unless if Sam can just sneak past Black to get to those two bad ones.
Just disturb him and then he's alright, isn't he?
Just needs to separate them, because as much as the one on the left he'll leave one where it is and it's not a great position. It's not an horrible position. It's potable still, but he's played it alright. Played once at top cushion, but Sam's a good enough player that he can get on it to pot it. He's massively ahead in this frame now.
Yeah, I just don't know if that red will squeeze past yellow.
Michael, was that you saying that 14 minutes past 6 is your bedtime? Or what? We're not with you. We're not with you.
If you can clip this yellow between the red and the cushion, then he'll be... Oh, I don't know what he's doing. He's getting bad ball out. Obviously, that red near the yellow at bottom right doesn't go because it's just got his bad ball out for chip. So it's going to take a good shot for Sam, else Chip's favourite for this one at the moment, unless Sam can play this to top right and get onto the top cushion, and then he'll be on his bad ball. It's only got one shot. He's got to play it to top right and get on put the white on top cushion. If yellow goes in or not.
No. Super aggressive. Yellow is closest to play it into red, so it goes in bottom right and frees up his bad one.
Are you for real?
Yes.
I would say you've been drinking, but you haven't. So I don't know what your excuses.
I have not been drinking. Unless I've got sugar rush off Oasis. Who knows?
Got to back himself to pot this. Pot or not, just get the white on top cushion.
Told you he's doing my shot. If it just catches the red, about half ball, it should go near the bottom bag. It could go in, or it could just end up covering it. But he can play that. He can play with loads of top to get his whites at top at table. So there's a bit of a safety element in it as well.
There's no point because both yellows go.
Oh, he's
so why would you do it?
So
Both yellows go. So what's the point in moving them?
well, he played the shot I mentioned, but just pure safety. He's played it well. He's covered that red.
Yeah, he's left the one down the line though.
Yeah, I suppose. But I don't think he had much other options. Wow. He's on full-blooded for it.
That were wider than love, that.
Your gob is.
That is true.
Well.
Which one? Oh, you're not sharing? He's got to go for these. I think that one to right middle cuts and he's going into the one on top cushion.
I think he's going to play it plant. Because that's what he's just lined up.
Yeah, well, that's not. I don't know.
He's just got to be worried about the yellow he's hitting with the white, making sure it's hit hard enough so it comes back off at bottom cushion. See, it's not come back off enough. He needs to get bottom side of those reds now to pot it, I think. Unless he can do now, but I don't think he can.
I don't think he can.
I think he's going to have to play with these at top of table and leave the one to the right middle to pot that and come down and cannon into the red.
If he can play it to come off, play the one in the middle to come off of the bottom right cushion and cannon into the yellow to just to nudge it away. Leave
Yeah.
white where red is. We've got to get to that first. That is.
I don't think he's going to leave himself a right angle on this.
I don't want to say
yellow,
paw, but that's not the best.
It's not. He's definitely going an hard way about it if he does it, but this would be a good shot in itself, potting this, to be honest. He's still got the safety blanket in his
Yeah.
red. Down
There's not really
to
left
bottom
much
right,
here.
but Jesus. The summer 8 Slava going out here from Chip's supporters. Half of it's gibberish like, but well,
It's not very good at all.
see what he
to
was
be
trying
honest.
to do. He just didn't want to leave the one to the bottom right, but he's ended up leaving easy one to top left. Where I think if he drops that, if he just plays it normal playing ball, he's going to leave himself perfect angle to pot that one to the right middle and go into the
Go
red.
into him.
Oh,
Trick shot.
that's on a way he could get perfect angle.
Trick
I
shots
think.
galore. I've been watching replay.
He's
Just
got
this up,
perfect angle here
put it
now.
over at bottom pocket.
Oh, he's missed it. Foul ball. Yeah, that was
To be
very
fair,
poor
these
shot
are
from
$3.
Sam, that.
$3.
Very
These, so
uncharacteristic shot as well.
$3. So we should be looking at 11-9 from here.
Yeah, it's just all about how he gets on that one on the bottom cush. I think he wants to get on it now, but
$3 here, man. I'll be playing on
it
the
was
one on
$3
the
before he potted last one,
not
Chucky.
bottom cushion. Aye, aye. Okay, now. Take
It's all
second
about
best.
safety, innit, Cal? All about safeties.
If you can't pot, play safe. I get it.
It's because he can't back out up himself.
I think I'm on the wrong side at mic, me. I need to be over there. It's a bit quiet over there.
Chippy definitely had a stroke up there. Sam could be in trouble. If he's touching ball, it's all right, which it must be.
It had to be, didn't it?
Done all he could do there. Got distance. And if Chip pots this, there'll be a bit of luck involved because it's going some ways. Is it a bit soft? Left Sam half a chance here now. If he can pop this
No.
tip middle bag, he leaves himself a bit of
This is tough.
a chance of a clearance at least.
Red's a favourite.
Yes, I agree. But
I would be, depending on angle on that yellow to top right, can he play that top it through off at top cushion, come back down for yellow?
it's not Mick Hill.
Not Chucky Dennett either, so doubt it.
Yeah. There are only two people in the world that could do that. Now I think he'll play yellow closest to he might even cut it to bottom right. Super duper thin.
Just get it in or over, innit?
It's
Preferably over, because black's...
be very, very thin to do it, like, and your white ball's going to be going all over the shop,
Well, that's
but
where we bow out. We don't know what we're talking about.
correct. I wish they set it up with this frame because I need
busting
I
for a
need
pee.
to get some mini cheddars. My ass is killing. He's definitely having a long think about this. I think he might be lining it up to middle bag, which were the original shot.
What's chances at double just to top it through?
I think he's more likely to play it to the straight to right middle with screw. To
I'd
bring
be
white back
tempted.
off at Cush a bit because he needs to get left hand side at black if he's going for him.
I'd be tempted to cut the one he's closest to into the red at the right hand side of the table and leave it covered that pocket.
I think
That's the
I think that's the
percentage
percentage.
shot in it. So
But it's still not easy just because of how
it
thin
is.
you are going for it. It's not an
If
easy
you don't
shot
touch
to do.
red at
But
all, you're just left game. You might as well have gone for it.
I think
That's
he
what
is
it's playing
going
for, though,
that
isn't it?
He's going for super duper thin one.
Might be going for pot. I don't know.
Oh,
That'll do.
he's got away with it with white rattling at top light, but he's got control of that bag again, which
Yeah, I think
keeps him
Chip.
in
I think
frame.
Chip can, if he plays this red onto other red and leave white, he might get the snooker on both here.
Oh, he's double kissed at it.
Shot is just hit the yellow and not the red dead onto cushion. Leave yellow over the pocket
I don't know.
just to knock
I know what you're saying, but it looks a bit like with the yellow being past the red.
that the yellow's going to jump off.
Yeah. If you want to get in the red on the cushion, the yellow's going to jump out.
Mick, you
So
watching
I
the
think
same
you play-
game?
I
It's
think you play
11-8.
double kiss here, to be honest. I think you play with double kiss for yellow and hope that it separates from red a little bit more, but still covers it.
That
See
was
what
a
I mean?
point. That would.
I don't. With the yellow being past the red, I don't think that shot were possible without screwing it, and then you'd have been playing it a lot harder, and that yellow would have been going all over the shot. Still not easy these though. Needs to get nicely on this, and he's wrong side
Tell
of
you what,
this.
this is tough.
He's got to be playing this with a lot of screw.
Screwing it into the bottom to
Slash
get back
stun.
up. This is
so
tough.
that
This.
coming back off.
That's a great
Played
shot.
it nicely, and he's still
It's a nice
just about got there. Just about got there. Oh, he's gone for double McDouble to leave another double
Wowzers.
McDouble, which baffles me, and I love a good double.
Wowzers, that was a nice shot.
He's in Dublin heaven, and he's missed it. And I tell you what, he's left Sam a perfect angle.
Perfect angle.
Screw round
Sit
back
top,
black
come
here.
down.
Come on, Samuel. Oh, I tell you what, he's had a twitch and all, but he's left a good white at least. That's on a positive from that.
Yes.
I'm
But it's one of them,
surprised
he can
by
play
that.
This as a shot to nothing. To top right and leave white on left cush, and he's not leaving anything. So it just needs to
It's the
concentrate.
first
on
good
pop.
thing you've said that, Chucky.
Shut up.
He's over tinned it, and I tell you what,
Aye.
he either goes safe here and he
He's
just
got to.
nudges off at one at top left, off at right hand side of it to put it bang over at bag,
Bang over pocket.
and all he's going to leave Chip is
A double.
a double to the middle,
And if he gets it, he gets it.
which is a big double.
Only
Or
thing
you
is-
can go super aggressive and pot one at bottom cush.
No, he's playing
See, this is what I wouldn't do because you're endangering
big
in off
chance
here,
of an off
and you're
here.
not going to bring yellow off at cushion. I tell you what, he's played it absolutely perfect.
Shot.
That's why I'm in the commentary box. Whoa.
Can't reach because he's not here.
Why are you being jealous, Callum? Because we're not doing it to you. Well, we can only fit a finger each. You've obviously never been to shooters before, then, have you? No. You've already had your 30 seconds. You've had your 30 seconds of fame, you. That's all you're getting. Yeah, but
You didn't last 30
that's
seconds.
no different. Right. Chip ended up missing that.
What are you in now? Hey.
B's, I think.
Let me come back in seat.
He's, I understand what he was
Tim,
trying to do
shut
there,
up.
but I wouldn't have personally done that myself. But that's why I'm in seating, because I've got Crohn's.
Come back in seat.
Can I be an 18 for 8?
How many players you got?
About fucking 300. I'm happy for it being. I'm happy for you to be with us, but it's not all about our decision. This needs a good shot here.
Slight for shot or second shot or what? I don't know.
I tell you what, that's the trouble with that. That's why I want to play the black with first shot, because I think it were in a potable position enough where it was. I get it wasn't of a bag and it wasn't piss easy, but I think you needed to use your two to get the one on the bottom cushion off to then go back up table personally. Right.
I think we're having a
Nice
break.
break here, so we'll be back shortly. And hopefully these lot have quietened down. Sorry, right, I'm back with us. Chucky's just gone for a nervous poo, I think. It's been looked like it would be a cagey frame again, but Chippy with 2 shots smashed them open, and this could be. I don't know if he can see that yellow enough at middle to pot it. Oh, he's had a bit of a twitch again. Had another twitch. They're starting to throw a few twitches each in here now. Just had Callum Haley slavering for the last 5 minutes thinking Mike's on. It was a good job I turned it off because he was speaking some absolute tripe. Sam's got a bit of figuring out to do here because that red at the right middle goes nowhere. And I don't think that red that does go into every pocket, I don't think he can get that red out on that one anymore like he tried to do last time. That were a great shot. I'm always doing trick shots, me, Tim. I do them regularly. It's like Chucky. Chucky does them all the time. You just smash it. Smash it enough at best. If something goes in, you can clash it as a trick shot, can't you? If it goes off like 8 cushions. This is a big black for Sam here. This just needs this to settle his nerves down a bit after losing a few frames towards the end of last session. Yeah, and that's a great black. Big black. Yeah, really, really needed that. Gives himself a good start to the session again. If he could rattle a couple more off here, and he can get a bit comfortable again. Sorry for the quietness. I were just munching a packet of mini cheddars. Could be a big frame. That's a big miss from Chippy. Is that? That were a big miss. Where Chippy had started potting at, I was expecting him to do them. To be honest, Sam's got to control this nicely though. See, he should have been screwing that for me. I think he needed to screw that to make sure he got over to left hand side of the table, but he still left a shot. It's just a little bit harder than he wanted it to be. It's another big black though. Oh, and he's nailed it. That's a great shot. Another big frame. Another little two-frame stint there for Sam that he definitely needed. Get himself a nice little frame cushion again. Back in control at game. It's a big frame for Chippy this now. If Sam wins this next one, it could be a bit of a backbreaker again. Needs a big reply though, does Chippy. Nice breaker do. Well, they've split nice. They've split all right, but nil point, I'm afraid. I don't think either colour's an easy clearance, but I think Sam may try and fashion a clearance from these reds, to be honest. Glasses getting dropped up there. So, as usual, everyone just goes mental. I'll tell you what, the red to the bottom left, if you could play that red in off the yellow, the reds are good, but it looks like he's going yellows. He's just got to sort the two out, well, arguably the three out on the left-hand side. If he can do that, these reds, they could be gone, but it's not an easy clearance. Chucky would probably do it because he'd just smash them all over the place and get lucky, but some, I think if he's going for him, he's got to pot this off the red between the yellows, but I don't think he's doing that. Well, he's tried to pot it off the yellow, I think. Just missed it. He's still in control at frame, I think, while that red's buried between yellows, but obviously feels like he's got his arm swinging again after those last two frames. Looking to be clearing them at least. Well, Chip's having a big think about this. He's in a bit of a dilemma that he needs that red there in the middle of the yellows to keep him in the frame, but that's the only thing stopping him winning the frame as well. So he's just a little bit of a dilemma. Oh, I think if that had stayed up at him, a lovely shot. I think he wanted it to stay up because he's got nothing now. I don't think. Oh, he's nailing doubles again. It's a lovely recovery shot, is that? If you can screw all the way down into these now. Oh, he's just got a little bit too much on it. A bit unlucky, that. It's killed that lovely, though. Oh, I think he's just alright. We don't want his red there, but it's stopping Sam winning frame still at minute.
Can you see why I want him out? Horrible. I love it. You're not complaining about winning the auto.
I think Sam's doing the right thing here. Just play up to top at table and try and make Chippy do some at first, because Sam's yellows are in a good position. The ones at the left hand side. I don't know if that one on the right passes to the right bottom right. But Chippy could have a miracle shot here if he plants this and gets his red out. He did one of the two. He got the red out, and now Sam's are all they're all begging now. The Sam's. Yeah, just about working his way around these. I expect these to be gone, to be honest. Like I say about that yellow must pass the red. And he can just go back up table, sort them two out. I think he's going to be playing. I think he's playing for the gap to be on the one to the middle. Don't know if he's hit it hard enough. I think he might just be all right. That red being in the middle of the table just makes it a little bit awkward getting on black. But he's played that well that the black obviously comes to bottom right. He can just screw it back. Just screw it back towards the left middle. Obviously not enough to go in it. Finland's about 6 inches short of it. It'd be nicely on the black. Unless he can top it through for the bottom left. Sorry. Yeah, he's gone for that route, which were a little bit safer. He obviously didn't have angle to stun it down a little bit. Oh, it's another big fame for Sam. Sam's found some Sams. Oh, that's where Chucky is. He's had his nervous poo and stayed over there to give Sam some shouting support a bit to rival Chippy's fans being very loud. So that's another big frame. Sam winning those 3 frames on bounce there is exactly what he needed. Open that gap up again and just giving Chippy a very, very steep hill to climb. Nice dry break from Sam there, gives Chippy a chance to make up for last frame. These yellows could be gone if he navigates those in the middle of the table right. Not easy to do with them being all so close together. You need to get bang perfect on them all, and the one just below the black only goes to the top left and middle left bit look of it, so he needs to make sure he gets bottom side on that, which he might be doing off this ball. He's just, if that's what he wants to be on, he is just on it. Not an easy shot, but he's giving himself a chance. Oh, very, very close. It's a good effort, but let Sam back in. At least he's covered that red to the left middle. It might still go to the top left. We'll see if Sam goes for him. It must do, but or he can just go into it, and then it definitely goes somewhere now. I think he wanted to get the red off the cushion there rather than pop the yellow, but it's not a bad result because it makes the red easier to get on. Yeah, he's going for it now, and I'm a bit surprised by that. I thought he'd have taken top right first. Oh, he's playing safe. Yeah, it's not a bad effort. He's left him one, but I don't think he were ever going to be able to leave him nothing. He's left somewhat hard at least. Yeah, and Chippy's overdone that in a bit, and he's put one safe on. That couldn't have worked out any better for Sam, that with that yellow going over to the left-hand side. It gives Sam a bit of a free run at his hard one if he wanted to go for him, but I think he's playing safe again. Yeah, I like the idea of playing safe again, but I think he's just ended up tying up balls more there. He needed to keep those two reds apart and keep that one dead off the top cushion at least. But still in pole position. While that yellow's on left-hand side cushion, is always going to be in pole position at least. I think he can try and go off the one on the top cushion here, I think. Just bring that out to the middle of the table and try and hide the white behind his other two reds. That would be the perfect scenario. But it's a bit thick. He's hid the white. He can only see the two on the left-hand side at least, but. See, I think that was the only problem with that. You're leaving him his bad one, but it didn't quite. Luckily for Sam, it didn't quite come out enough, which is probably why. That was a very, very nice shot from Chip. I don't think that yellow passes the red. No, obviously don't know what have been going for him. He's going for a double. He's nailed a few of these doubles, but that were absolutely nowhere near until it hit black. It hit black, made it close. Otherwise, it were about 6 foot away. But it's not turned out too bad. All it's left Sam is a length at table, which you could half say he needs to make. So having a good think about this is Sam here. He's obviously going for pot. I think he's just deciding what's best to do with his white, whether to be stunning it across or running it through. Yeah, I don't know, he might not be taking pot actually. No, he's not, he's playing safe again. Don't mind that, it's not too bad. I I think he's left him the pot, but he's not getting on his other yellow from there. I think that's. I tell you what, he's had a touch there. He's had a touch again. Yeah, he's had a nice touch. I think he would try to pinch a lot of pocket there to make sure he got down for that yellow, which is why he ended up missing it. But he's got away with it in leaving Sam now. I think Sam's just going to try and play up to the top of the table. Get near that. If he gets near the red at the top, it's pretty safe because he's going to end up putting that red near the yellow and black to do so. So he should be safe if he gets that. He gets his white up near the top there. I suppose it wasn't guaranteed where that red were going to end up if he played for top, so I think that's why he's just played it that way. He's not left him out, because I don't even think it doubled to the middle, which if it did, Chippy might have been taking that on. But he's left him top middle at least. He's left him a quadruple or something, whatever he's gone for. But no, he's giving Sam a chance now. Sam take these out. Chippy's head could be gone, I think. Yeah, it's a nice start, lovely start, is that? Yeah, he's measured that perfectly there. He can just stun this to leave himself enough of an angle, so he's coming back across for the same pocket when he pots his last red. No, he's run it through. He might be aiming to go around up front bottom of it now, unless he really punches it. Yeah, give it a bit of an extra punch. Bit of an extra punch there. Just might have flicked a bit of top rate on it to keep it top side of that black, and he's took them lovely. That were a lovely clearance by Sam. That. For him or on him? Sigs are worth a lot these days, though, aren't they? Callum. Well, Sam's now rattled 4 frames on trot, which at this time of the game couldn't be any better for him. But Chip needs to find a new gear here. A break dish would be nice, but that white ball is in trouble, and he's gone now. That was tragic for Chippy. That Sam, I think that was a bit of a birthday present. That because I think if that stays out, Chip could be doing them. But Sam's in a good position now to steal another frame and get even closer to that big pot. ball's in, and I think Sam's making these a little bit harder than what they could be, but I think if it, nice recovery shot here, back up for middle bag, and they should be all gone, I think. A little bit short of pace, but he's left himself whichever choice he wants. I personally am going top right here, run through top middle, and then come back down for bottom bag. But I think he's going bottom bag first. But looks of it, stun up throat gap, top middle if he goes that way. But no, he's chosen my route. Yeah, he played it well. Just under it slightly. He's gonna leave himself a slightly harder red than what he wanted to when after he pots this. If it were just top side of it, he could run straight through and get nearer the red. But he's gonna have to settle for a slightly longer red now, a slightly longer last red. Well, he's powered it. To try and get close to it, and he's ended up snookering instead of potting angle there. I think that's. I know he's got his confidence up from the last 4 frames. I think that's what's done that. I think he'd have been far better just dropping it in and taking your medicine a bit and leaving yourself a long last red, but a clear look at it at least, rather than having to play a bit of swerve. He's let Chip back in here. It's not left him out easy. Someone's walk up on smoking area there with a big shout, and I don't think it was Callum Haley for once. At least Sam's not left Chip out easy here. I think he might have a shot to knock double. He's just played safety, and he's left him a double here. Left him a double to bottom bag. Well, Sam's taking a long look at this though, so he might not be able to see as much as I first thought. He might be playing a little safety here, just to leave white on bottom cushion, not leave him out easy, which I can understand that. I think he wanted white tight at bottom cush. If he did it, admit these, whichever pot he decides to go to, a lot harder, but I think I'd be going up table here. Then at least, just in case you do miss, you're leaving some distance at least. I know being a snooker player, leaving distance, it doesn't always work, but it does help a bit. Yeah, he's killed that nicely though. I think that's the ball I'd have been going for. Might play a nice dirty little snooker behind this now. Yeah, he has. I think he's just about got him, I think, here. He's left Sam in a lot of trouble here, 'cause he can't go one cushion because he can go one cushion off of the top cushion. Can't go sideways off one cush because of the middle bag, which is why he's electing to swerve it. Which is he's played that nice. Oh, just bounced off a little bit. Played it nicely. I think he wanted it to be a little bit softer, so the ball chips now about to pot was dead on the side cush to make it a little bit harder, but. It were a good effort. Wasn't an easy one to get out of. Chip needed that taken them nicely. Definitely needed that to give himself a sniff here, but classic Callum, sniffing out of rounds when it's his goal. Well, I tell you what, he's split them absolutely beautifully and nothing's gone anywhere near the pocket. For a big chance for Chip here to steal another one back. Oh, I tell you what, it's lonely in here without Chucky. Part of me wants him to come back, but a bigger part of me don't, because there's not right much room in this little commentary booth. Yeah, Reds were definitely the colour to take. He's left himself a long one here, but if he cues this nicely, gets nicely on the back above him. Yeah, stay there. Yeah, lovely shot that. Take the one he's just cannoned into. Screw back out for the one above it. Oh, wait, no, is he? Yeah, he is. Yes, yeah, that is what he's doing. Yeah, he's doing a lot better with his cue ball control in this frame. He's lost his cue ball a few times tonight, but this frame he's had it on a string, to be honest. Yeah, needs that to slow down though. Ooh, and he's just ran a roll too far. That is very, very unlucky. Yeah, could be in a bit of trouble here unless he finds a magic shot here and ends up putting it in bottom left. I tell you what, it's a great effort. It's a great effort, but he's left. Tell you what, Sam could get him in a dirty snooker here. Just nudge the two next to each other, nudge the one on the left down over at middle bag and sneak behind the other one. Or go for it and still snooker him. Yeah, that'll do as well. Bit fortunate in coming back out, but he's got the snooker he wanted. Chip could be in trouble here. I tell you what, he's got to get a lot of suave on this to be able to pull this. Yeah, just couldn't get enough. I didn't think he could get enough on that. Very hard snooker to get out of that though, to be fair, because most easy one or two cushion escapes were blocked off there, so he couldn't do much. But he's now gives Sam a golden opportunity to go within 2 frames of winning this game. Yeah, I think he's doing the right thing here, just nudging the one that the only one you could consider slightly bad, nudging it away from cushion, and now there should be absolute ploppings from here. Even Luke Pearce could do these. I miss him too, Daniel. He cuddles up to me when we're in commentary booth. It's really nice that he's left me to become one of Sam's shouting supporters, because he didn't have many earlier on. So he's gone to do a job for us on the other side of the building. Sam's taking these nicely here. Just needs to make sure he keeps giving himself a clear shot. Speaking of missing Chucky on comms, you're going to miss him even more if this fucking retard gets involved. I've turned it off backwards, you need to turn it on. Just add it in. Well,
Here we go, guys.
this is what
Shooter's
you all
main
wanted.
man's back.
This is what you all wanted. The fake king is on commentary with the real king.
The Where's Your Home champion is here.
I've been here all fucking night. You know what I mean?
You can't even shit properly, so
Yeah,
you're fucked.
Sam's just left that a bit dodgy there. I think he were hoping to miss the red, but he's still got a nice shot here. He can power it into top left with screw, come back across for the bottom
playing it
right,
with top
and
low.
then if he misses... Lav, just listen to me. I do this for a reason. I know everything.
Best in
And
business,
he's played
man.
a beautiful shot there. Yeah, well done, Sam. That's
Great
it.
clearance, Samuel.
Made it a little bit harder for the last couple of balls, but needed it.
Good, son. What did I tell you? Biggest Mitch match at Century.
Right, it's gone a bit quiet on Chippy's side of it.
Fucking- These Morley lads now are going to be 0-2 at shooters.
Yeah, Sam's gone in a bit of a... Got him back into his comfort zone that he were in at the start of the match when he rifled 6 frames off in no time. But Chippy's just had a couple of shots where he's just slightly had a roll or two too many, and he's been a bit unlucky, to be fair, in this last little session so far since we've come back from break. Are you wanting to say something?
Yes, Camper. The king is in the building. You already know I am.
If you're not the king, you're shite. Sorry about that. I just had to put him in his place.
When Laverack draws money on Sunday and draw and gets easy draw at quarters because he's...
If I draw you in next round of that, where's your competent still beater? You should retire because I'm playing absolute trifle at minute.
Told you.
I played all right early against Gulfraz, but neither of us played well. That's probably why I went through. But
$4.5 grand at winning now, mate. If I win, I've put that much on myself.
I don't know. I'm not in a good
Got
way.
Ollie Rourke's still
condition.
over there thinking, what is he going to do when he comes here?
Yeah, Ollie probably beats you. That's why.
Probably does, to be fair. We all see me play for
No,
money.
he's a solid player, is Ollie. It'll be a good game if you turn up. Depends which you turns up. Whether
If I turn up, I'll win.
if it's
I don't
Laverack
turn
that
up, I
turns
lose.
up, you'll do all right. If it's Slaverack, you'll be knackered. Yeah, Sam couldn't really do out there.
Yeah, we're screwed, wasn't
We were left in a very unlucky position.
he? PS guy saw what comes earlier. Manny couldn't work out how to use audio. Left me to set up stream, and Manny were like, what do I do with audio? And I'm like,
I
don't
will
know.
not deny I did not know how to set the mics up, but neither did Chucky, and he just pressed a load of buttons and then it worked. So we will have to figure that out for next time, but I'm still blaming Lav because it's just easy.
You know what? Me and you, we're made for each other, Manny.
No, we're not. You're not even in my league, Lav.
Oh my god, he missed that by a foot.
If that clears Lav's comment up, he has backed Sam. That's why he's just made a rather mean comment.
If it goes, you can screw
It
down for
was
that bottom
not a
one, and
great
then they all
shot.
go.
Yeah, no.
Think-
The two on the one on the left nearest the middle bag is not easy.
Yeah, but all it is, as long as you get halfway on the table,
It
all you
need-
got to do is stun into it and you've got one to the middle.
Yeah, but you've got to get there. If I'm honest,
Why? See, you know what? Come, all you lot give me crap and then they're all buying me beer now. But I love you, Eads.
that's fine by me.
Goodson, did you win by the way? Who won comp?
AD won it, I think.
Thought AD might win it. He's been playing well lately, and
Yeah, he's
seems
played
to
a good shot there, Sam.
he seems to have found his game back as AD. It's quite
I
good
think
to
he
see.
can
to
still
be
see. I think he can still see the one on the left, but he's not left him anything other than a very nasty drop to the middle bag, which he's overcut. But he's made that red a bit harder to get on at least.
fair. Good shot that. To be fair, he's fully on cover bag.
Yeah, I think Sam may be able to get
him-
into it off this one in the middle now.
Would you try play this one to the bottom and just leave double on red? Try come up towards the middle bag and then leave double on red.
No. You keep that red over at bottom left so he can only go one way with black. And then if he runs out of position and then I can only get one side of it, he's then got to try and do something
You know,
fantastic.
I don't think he can screw it into it. Does he go for one cush, top cush, and then come down for it?
Yeah, he can stun it with he can play it with loads of top left. Either that or he can just pot it and try and get on it again.
Or does he just try pot this one over the top and then put red over yellow?
To be fair, that red don't go to top right either. That's
So
on the
one
right
to
hand
right
side.
at two,
So
just
he
pot
needs
it
to
and
get on
then just
that
like
somehow.
roll up red to yellow and cover it yellow. I think it's going your way.
I don't think he's going for the aggressive part of it, but maybe he is. See, I mean, it's not like I call these shots very often, but
But the thing
I
is,
mean,
he
I
can play
do.
a shot I've just said now, just wrote red onto red. Cover it yellow.
Michael's asked you a question, Laveret.
Oh, mate, Motty's been playing well lately. His game seems to be coming back. He's good to watch, to be fair.
Sam's in a bit of a dilemma here because he's now got 3 difficult balls. I don't think he can go for it. Well, it looks like he might be trying to, but
Well, that would
see
just,
what-
not
that
gonna lie,
were,
that would, where his red one at bottom over at bag, that was just stupid suicide.
that were a very, very ambitious shot. I don't think he meant to be potting the yellow
but like
as well, but
if it was 16-10, I
They're
don't think
always
he'd
a
play that.
danger.
If it was 10 all, I don't think he'd play it. But
yeah,
but
maybe so. Confidence levels up, I guess, but
all he's got to do now, though, is as long as he don't come up black. Because
it's
how
on
many
it.
times he sees come up back?
That's,
like,
that's the only thing with that. When you're this far ahead, it's the 50-50 battle of free your sen up a bit and go for it, or stay really tight and give them nothing. You can go either way. And Chippy's lucky that red were there because that were flying in off.
But he's fucking making it. He's making it
is.
edgy here, though. It's like
With that black on the bottom, it's not easy. But he's had a nice touch there. He's had a nice touch there.
To be fair, he deserves one after a few Sam's had the last few games.
Yeah, Sam's he's been on
Oh.
right side of it, and over the last few frames, but
That's a shot at
That's what's
16-10
been
up, you
happening there.
pot. 16-10 down, you miss.
that's what's been happening in this last 7 frames, 8 frames. Is Chippy's been putting him in good positions, and then he's just had one shot that's either slightly ran out of position or just tried pinching a bit much. But Sam's got a good chance now.
Just one good pot to middle foot for him.
He's got to play this with screw, and it makes the pot a bit harder. But he needs to screw it to stay top side of the red. Because if he comes bottom side of that red, unless he comes a lot bottom side of it, he's going to struggle to get on black.
Yes, Tim, are you coming over to Chucky's later to watch fighting? Watch McGregor? I know you're not allowed out anymore, but
A bit babysitting, Tim.
he's not allowed out anymore.
Can't
no.
do it. Can't do it.
Charlotte Missus can look after her for a few hours. Thanks, Murph. I know I'm one poor brain in country, but
I don't know how you've got cheek, Murph, after some of the stuff you say about him. Tell you
Oh,
what,
that's a great shot, Sam.
exactly
Fantastic.
how I said it, and he played it absolutely beautiful. I'd have missed that, but he's played that beautifully. Can just run this right down to the bottom. Yeah, he's left himself perfect here. Sam Dexter will be on the hill.
Well,
Yeah.
this tells you how much I'm loved.
It's a
I've even
nice
got Molly
little
lot buying me
play.
drinks now.
So
I think I've won them over. I walked up to one of them,
have
punched
you
straight
admitted
balls.
to your lass how much you've had on game yet or not?
No, I ain't told her I've got fucking 600 on Sam, mate. Don't worry.
You had 500, you liar.
No, I had an extra 100 before the game.
Oh. He told me off for telling the truth earlier, now he's telling everyone true.
Can't be telling girlfriend I've got fucking more than 200 on her. She'd kill me.
Well, she's going to kill you when I tell her to watch the stream back and hear you
No, she
admit it.
won't. Because as soon as I pull out cash, she'll think it was greatest bet in history. Because that's what women are like.
I suppose.
As long as money's in.
With Sam on the hill now, I fear it's only a matter of time here. Chippy needs 8 on the trot. It's a lot to ask for
Like I
from
said.
anyone, to be fair.
Like I said, where this lad's been playing, Chips are probably half a level above, but Sam's about a level and a half above.
I do definitely think Sam has deserved it. Looking back on the play tonight, he's been the better player.
To be fair,
I don't think it should have been an 8-frame swing.
But
I
no,
don't-
like, but what's,
On the way they've played, if Sam were to win this, I don't think he's been 8 frames better
What-
than Chippy,
what's
but I
been-
think he's been the better player.
yeah. What's been good for him though is literally, he's got an home game here, and it feels like an away game. With like Morley
Yeah.
lot have come tonight in numbers. Like it's been good to
They're like rabid dogs, aren't they? They just chat bollocks all the time.
and to keep his head in it all. To be fair, to keep his head tonight, the only thing I'm worried about with him is if he can't keep his head. I think he's
I'm
done
not sure
really.
if I'd be going reds here, personally. Like,
Don't know why he ain't dropping. I'd have dropped it yellow.
well, he's got the pace. Unless this plants at bottom left
No,
here.
like, do you know
it
what?
must
I think
do.
this yellow's actually this red knit yellow is really open. I think he can drop it through,
No,
knock
but
yellow out of
it's
the way, and
whether
open
he
up both
can see
bags.
The one above it.
Yeah, but if you
enough
move this
to
yellow out of
plant.
the way now, we can
Which-
open up both bags.
Oh, you could
Is
see
he on for
two.
plant?
Yeah. I told you we're going for plant. Why don't you ever believe me?
Because no offence, Manny.
Why don't we do this?
I think I'd absolutely. I'm joking. I love you too much.
Have you can't beat me with a stick.
Can you imagine, right? You've had Chucky at commentary box all night. It must have been boring for you. But rather than Dream Team, two people who love each other but hate each other.
Can't deal with him. Someone order him a taxi, please. Yeah,
Good
it's a
shot by
lovely,
Chip,
lovely
he's a bit
shot from
unlucky
Tri- yeah, a little bit unlucky not to be on an easy yellow, but it was a nice pot. Did exactly what he wanted to do, but a nice thin end at top. Played that nicely as well, and it's got a little bit
be
unlucky
fair,
again, knocking one onto Cush, but
I think
at
that's
least
only,
he can play it as a shot to nothing or over when he gets onto it to this
I think
bottom.
that's been a big difference tonight. Is the fact Sam's probably played right shots at the right moment and Chip hasn't.
Yeah, I think he. I don't know. He's had a few rolls as Sam. Yeah, Chip has played that perfect here now, where he can just run it through.
This is one bag that don't take too much. It's the other one that does.
Yeah,
like,
that's
played
why
off
he's
yellow.
playing it off at red.
Oh,
and
well,
it's
gave him-
oh,
I think
it's a
this
good job it's not dropped, because I don't think he's enough at black.
I think this is done. Honestly, I think
No, unless he's gonna have to
all
skill
Sam's
it
got to
red.
do. No, Sam's just got to drop this ball in, and he's got to play it red on cushion down for this one into middle. He's got a chance at skill shot at the same time, but he plays it a shot to note. Or is he going to play for two?
I don't think he's gonna leave himself a good enough angle for that off this. To be fair.
Honestly, if he can drop this through, he can actually pop this into middle.
I feel like he needs to flick a bit of left hand side on to be able to do the shot you're saying, and
As long as he leaves it half at middle at table, screw this one to the top into middle at table, and it's done. But I'm confident in his ability.
just said it to his face, Murph. He's looking at you what you're writing.
Yeah, Murph, I can see what you're writing, mate. I'm disappointed you haven't come
Tell
down
you
tonight.
what,
I can't believe you bottled it.
You are so Chinese. You can't even see what you're putting out.
Does anyone know what's happening in 100 mana comp today? How's Andy Grice doing? Because I fucking backed him to win.
Not a clue. I think Sam's doing the right thing there. Oh, I think he went for the right route in a sense of getting a better angle on the red you mentioned, but he's ended up leaving in Chippy a absolutely godsend of a gap.
It's
could be
Chinese.
one back for
Nah, it's
Chippy.
fine. Here. This is
Nah,
17-11
easy
now.
queuing. Don't worry, love. Don't worry. Well, that's One of eight. One of eight.
Murph, this is how much these more lads love me. They've just bought me a gin and a San Miguel. Won them over. I think it's my charm.
It's not your charm. They've just bought you beers so you stopped hanging round them. I think Sam will be a bit disappointed with himself there. He had a chance to end it there.
But he knows. I think thing is right. I think he
Chip is
knows he's
just-
going to get chances in his last few. You're going to
Chip
get at
is
least
just
3 or
done
4
the one
big
thing
ones.
you don't want to do when your opponent's on the hill and that's going off. I know they've not split very well. There's a lot of work to do, but going in off at break is something you never want to do, especially in this division.
I'm just glad this looks. No offense, Chippy compared to Chucky is a big improvement in it. Like, and he's shown he can step up after them 2 close games with Chucky. Though he's shown he's fucking.
Do you think?
Like he's actually been practicing. He's gone up that next level now.
I do feel like Sam's got better from those Chucky games, but I wouldn't say he's got miles better than Chucky. I still give Chucky
I'm
a
not saying
decent
Miles,
chance.
you know,
against him.
I love Chucky, but compared to,
I think Sam's got the potential to be the better player.
it's scary how good he can be because in a year he's improved a complete.
I don't think COVID's obviously not helped because no one could play pool for a year and a half nearly unless you had your own table and that. But
Even though Rob Ramsden turned down a game against Chucky today, which I'm surprised at.
that's because Rob can't beat Chucky in a big money match.
JP, he does look very good, mate.
Oh, good evening, JP.
Manny said he'll play him next, but I bet he'll ball it.
I'll play anyone. For a packet of Starburst.
Are you coming out for curry after? You can't, can you?
Aye. Bollocks.
Can already tell I'm thinking about food with winnings now, guys.
Well, Sam's
All he's
seen a
gotta do.
clearance. I think he's
Oh, do you know what? If he got on that last yellow right, he did all it were a drop in for yellow to the bottom, and
I don't think that yellow passes the reds to the bottom.
it does.
Right.
It squeezes in. That squeezes in. Does that?
I don't
He looked at it. He
personally
looked at it a minute ago. It's why he played out for it.
I'll take your word for it then. You don't need to get him pissed to do that.
Oh,
Murph.
fucking hell, Murphy. You know I'd play anyone because I'm fucking dumb as fuck. Danny Burns been here tonight. I nearly gave him another little rematch for a couple hundred. That's how stupid I am.
Throwing money away. Classes lad, he'll bet loads of money on people at pool, win it, and then give it all away playing himself because he'll never fucking win.
Manny ain't playing for a while, but I think that rematch with
Yeah,
that field needs to happen.
I'm not in a good way at the minute, JP, to be honest. I've been diagnosed with Crohn's recently, so I'm in a bad way at the minute. I need to get better and then get back on table. I've played golf for Ali today, and that wears your home comp, and after 4 frames I could barely walk, to be honest.
Have you seen why I want to draw him next? But I love him, but
But
it's buying to next round.
I'll still beat you, though.
Probably would, to be fair. I mean,
You're
you played.
shy.
Chucky was saying you actually started playing really well last night before
I played
fucking
alright
tired out.
to be fair, I played alright against Goldfraz. I think it helped that Goldfraz didn't play that well either. Yeah, no worries, mate. I start treatment for it next Friday. I need to get on that and get better, and then I can start managing it properly. But I'm not having any big games recently. I'm only playing in that comp because I've already committed to it a year and a half ago, or whatever it was.
But don't worry though, JP, because as soon as he does, I heard Tom Hatfield were in his mouth last night about he's going to beat Manny. So
Tom reckons I promised him a rematch, but he's obviously had an absolute brain aneurysm or something because I never promised him a rematch.
and when he does, don't worry, because
He asked me
Well,
for a rematch, and I said yeah. And then then he wanted to join county team, and I said, if you join county team, I won't play you for money because you're a teammate. I won't play a teammate for money. And he said, all right. And then he's been running his mouth for the last few days saying that I promised him a rematch. So, not a fucking clue where he's got this from.
But don't worry, because Manny will play him one day and he'll fucking take his cash again like I told him we were going to do it in first place. But no, he listens to me.
I could if I wanted to, but
I know you could, mate.
I'd
Like,
let it. I mean, not
me and
point.
you don't get along at all, but fucking even I know you fucking.
I'm better playing people my level. That.
If you played me, Manny, he'd get a thrash, but he knows it.
Yeah, but you're just easy. There's a bully in him, Earth.
Well, I keep forgetting he fucking shits himself. For fuck's sake, I'm not going to fucking give him a cuddle every time he shits.
I could go for a career, it'd just be extremely painful coming out
Mate,
tomorrow.
that's why I think I've got something more fucking serious. Every time I go for a curry, I'm in fucking tears.
Oh, badly, mate. But, yeah, Sam's potted his way into trouble there a bit. Let Chip back in. It's not an easy clearance, but see what he can do with it. I don't think he'd go for him personally, but yeah, that's a good shot. Got put himself in a position where if Sam misses this, he's got a fairly easy clearance with 2 shots, obviously. Tell you what, if he bottom cush and cuts black up, goes into middle bag off at red, then the crowd will go wild. But I've seen it. I tell you what, he's very, very close to hitting exactly where he wanted to do there. A bit unlucky, but he's give 2 away. Yeah, Chip's got 2 shots that he wanted here, so see if he can figure out a way to clear them. Keep him sending the game. I think Chip's going to play for another 2 here, no, maybe not. Thought he were lining up for just playing the one he was nearest to down at the bottom of the table and snookering him again, but he's obviously going for him. He's had a right twitch there. He's missed that by 6 foot. I think he's putting it on a kick. He's only left one route for Sam, doubling it to bottom though. Nope, too high, but he's played it at a good pace to keep it over there. Chippy won't be taking these out while that black's covering that red. And, Chippy's got to either find a way to do them or find a very good snooker with that black being very close to black to bottom.
I've been punched in balls by Callum on way back and I feel a bit sick, but I'm good. Fuck my life, that hurts. Sorry for language, guys. Shooters, please don't ban the page, YouTube, because that hurt.
Tell you what, if Chippy gets to the left hand side of the one on the bottom cushion,
to screw this back just to
he
get
can,
angled.
he can play it in off the black to free. Oh, I tell you what, he's had a right twitch, and that is
Sam's
game over. That is game over.
There's money, boys.
That is a toe.
What did I tell you, guys? What did I tell you, Campo? What did I tell you? Easy money.
Samuel
Boom.
Dexter,
P.S. Chip, I love
11.
you, but bad game.
Very
for
good
this,
win.
mate. I love you to pieces. Well done, Sam.
Played well tonight.
Play all you can, you win.
Had a bit of a poor patch in middle, but played very well at beginning.
He played well tonight,
very
Sam.
well at the end.
And that's what pressure does. No offence,
Deserved winner.
both for Dam and me, but
100% deserved winner.
I think Sam tonight was solid. But I love Chip to pieces. I think Chip's a fucking really good player, but he played wrong game tonight versus Sam, as I'm finding. If he kept Sam like quiet and kept him grounded, but he let Sam put his ball, and Sam's a snooker player who just, he had to keep him out of the game, and going 7-1 down or 6-1 down to Sam's just, you're not going to come back, are you? But guys, thanks for watching. Like I said.
Yeah.
Oh no. Give me a minute.
That is the end of the night. Thank
Right,
you for
guys,
watching, everybody. Well done to Sam. Unlucky to Chip. Good luck in your next game, mate. Not your night tonight, but I'm sure you'll have plenty of your own. Good night. God bless.